Welcome back everybody to the Warframe Beginner's Guide to the Galaxy. Today we are actually going to do it, guys. I know we've been struggle busing to get through the Deadlock protocol, but we're gonna actually do it today, and here's why. So I went ahead and put in the time, and this is what our Xoris looks like when it's max ranked. So we have a lot more damage here. I mean, for comparison, you could go back to here. We have significantly more damage, more than double. We have like actually, it's almost 6 times damage. Almost 6 times as much damage as we had with the Xoris before. Here's what our mod layout looks like. We've got a maxed out Pressure Point, maxed out Vicious Frost. I went ahead and used the Catalyst on this. That's because it turns out that the Xoris has a very special and unique use for a couple of particular frames that I'm going to talk about in just a second. So anyways, maxed out Pressure Point for damage, maxed out Vicious Frost to get us a little more status chance, and to get us some magnetic damage, because that will wear down shields faster. Combined from cold and electricity damage, most effective against shields, magnetic status, disables the target's shield regeneration, and increases shield damage up to 325%. So we're actually going to want to stack that as much as we can. We've also got Shocking Touch here, which helps us get to that magnetic damage. We have Organ Shatter, which is critical damage. We have True Steel, which is 120% critical chance. I did that because the Xoris has a pretty even base status / crit chance, so I figured the crit would actually be better for clearing out the guys in the air. Then we went for Killing Blow here, which is 120% melee damage on heavy attack, and it also makes the heavy attack wind up, aka the throw, faster. And then Reach, just to give us a little bit more reach on the attacks from the ring, because it is a very short-range weapon. So that's the setup for that. Let's go ahead and take a look at Rhino, who is also capped out now. I don't think that I've gone ahead and used a... I haven't. Okay, so I think what we're going to do here for sure is we're going to use a reactor on Rhino. Rhino is going to serve a lot of different purposes later. He's going to be one of your most capable frames throughout the game for a variety of different activities, and for that reason, it makes a lot of sense to go ahead and just build him an Orokin reactor. I'm missing a neural sensor. That's the problem. I'm missing a neural sensor. I gotta see if the reactors that you buy from Nightwave come as fully built reactors or if they're blueprints. They come as fully built reactors, so we're just gonna buy one. That's fine. Give me that Orokin reactor right quick. I'm going to go ahead and use that before we head out to upgrade Rhino's capacity as well. So let's go ahead and go to upgrade. Actions, upgrade. Yes, please install the reactor. So we've doubled Rhino's capacity as well. This is really nice because we can probably cap out some of these armor and health mods. Does mean that we're going to need to put some more points into some of the other ones to increase those things for our other frames. We could go Streamline here, which is actually not a bad idea because that will give us a lot better ability efficiency. Let's see what else we want to take with us that we probably couldn't take before. So we can take Stretch, but I don't feel like Stretch is going to be very beneficial here. Steel Charge might be more beneficial than Energy Siphon, especially on Rhino, so I think we'll go with that. That's plus 60% melee damage that is on our ring. So even more damage for our ring that way. We can go ahead and throw Redirection on to give us a little bit more shield. Is there anything else that we just out and out want to put on right now? I don't think so. I guess we could go Continuity, but I don't think Rhino... I mean, he does have a continuity-based buff, now that I think about it. He has his Shout, or his Roar, so that is continuity-based. How many continuity do we have now? Is it just one? Please don't be just one. It is just one. Okay, so we can't really upgrade it without making it so that other frames can't use it right off the bat in the future, so we're not going to do that. This looks like a pretty reasonable build. We actually have a ton of capacity left. If we really wanted to, we could take his tankiness to the next level. Why do I have a Thief's Wit on? That makes no sense whatsoever. Let's see what we can get instead of a Thief's Wit. Honestly, Rush wouldn't be a terrible thing either. Being able to move around faster makes a lot of sense. Enemy Radar, also not terrible. Shield Recharge Rate could be potentially useful early on, but it's not something I feel like I would invest in going forward. Yeah, I gotta be honest, so if I'm looking at it from this perspective, I don't think that there's much value in adding very many of these mods to our loadout. I think there's a lot more value in actually upgrading the mods that are in our loadout, so we're gonna do that. We do have to be careful because the upgrade cost goes up past a certain point, like exponentially. So there it's about 92k, that's about half of our money right now. And there it would be all of our money. So you have to kind of be careful about that. I think rank 8 is when it really jumps. So we're going to take this to rank 7 real quick. We are obviously going to break our bank, it's no problem. We can always grind the Dark Sector mission on series that I showed you guys for extra credits there. So that's at 7. Let's go ahead and take the armor mod up to 7 as well. Seems good. That's going to be 50k and a little bit of endo. Endo is not a problem for us because we do our weekly endo thing, and that works out perfectly. I think everything is kind of capped here now. The only thing we could really increase is Intensify, which isn't a terrible thing for us to increase. We just don't have a second one. I think it's okay. At this point, I think it's okay to just cap it. Like, let's just cap Intensify, and we'll be able to take better advantage of our Iron Skin because it'll be a lot stronger now with that Intensify increase. We're up to 130% ability strength, which does increase the amount of Iron Skin we get. Right now we get 2,800 Iron Skin without counting the damage that we take when we're casting it, which will actually increase the amount it heals, or rather protects from too. So let's go ahead and take a look here just to see how much capacity we have left. We have a ton of capacity left. I feel bad not putting something in another slot. I just don't feel like there's anything left that will actually serve us much purpose as an upgrade. Thief's Wit is okay, but it's not great. Stretch isn't really going to do a whole lot for Rhino himself. What else could we potentially take? Like, Sprint Boost isn't... Like, Rush here would be okay. I mean, it's a little bit faster movement, but it's not anything super impactful either. So I still feel like that's kind of a bad decision. This one could be decent if we were trying to go for a combo count build, but unfortunately we don't have the mods to really take advantage of that. You want something like Blood Rush, which we do not have. Bleed Out Reduction's not going to help us a whole lot. There's just not a lot of really good options right here, so I think what we'll do for the rest is probably just go Fast Deflection. And I'm actually not sure how much faster this makes your shields recharge, but we can try it. I don't know that I'm looking to invest money in it, though. I mean, why not? Let's just give it a try, shall we? Let's see how effective Fast Deflection is. Because if it does cause our recharge rate to be that much faster, like, it could be very, very useful, especially early on in the game when you're really dependent upon those shields to help you survive until you can get some cover. Okay. So now we are loaded out to the teeth. The only thing we didn't check here was the Heck. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the Heck real quick, just to see if there's any more we can do with that. We do have 12 capacity left. We've got Blunderbuss, we've got Ravage, Chilling, Incendiary Coat. Why do we have Incendiary Coat? Why are we doing blast damage? Did we not have the electrical damage? I bet you that's what it is. I'm reasonably sure if I check, we just don't have the electrical damage for Shotgun. We don't. So that also makes me think maybe this isn't the best one to bring. The reason I was bringing this before was because I was like, well, if we can get through the shields pretty easily, we know that our Stomp will actually throw her up in the air so we can work her over with this. But seeing that we don't have the electrical mod makes me not want to take this at all. I'm feeling much like we'd be better off taking the Gorgon or the Bolter. I think the Gorgon is actually better just because of the way that its constant flow of damage works. Yeah, that seems good. We may want to up our magnetic damage a little bit. The status chance on it, though, and the crit chance on it are absolutely abysmal. Like, they are just abysmal. There is nothing to it. Okay, that's going to be fun. I'm not entirely... Like, okay, so this is doing 66 damage, but it's doing it over a burst amount of time. I think this is still better for right now. We're going to go with that. Alright, guys, this is it. We're decked out. We've done the work. We're ready to go back in. We're gonna go do the Deadlock protocol. Oh, and we have a friend request. Who's that from? Is that from the guy that I was running? It is. I will accept this. So we made a friend by running, well, not Elite, from running regular Sanctuary Onslaught in order to increase our Xoris level. Once we finish this mission, I'm going to show you guys a little bit about Void Farming, because that's also really fun, and an activity that I enjoyed a lot as a new player that allowed me to acquire some new mods, things like that. It's just a fun thing to get to know that particular tile set and the things you can do with it. There's also a resource in there called Argon Crystals that actually expires after a certain amount of time, so you'll regularly be going back there to farm that resource. The one thing I will say is that the upgrade to the Xoris may or may not have any effect on our ability to kill the coin carrier. So that part we'll just have to see as we go. I'm also not going to Iron Skin right here because there's no point. We want to Iron Skin when there's somebody hitting us so that we gain a little bit more Iron Skin for it. And I mean, honestly, in this instance, we probably won't need to do it until we go into the Void. Okay. Jumping through. Almost got derailed there for a sec. Oh, I like how we, like, walked up on him and couldn't kill him there. That makes no sense. Okay, so we're just going to kill those guys, jump on through. I almost went off the wrong track, but I managed to turn myself midair. I love the movement in Warframe. That'll always be my favorite part, is the freedom of movement. There's just so much you can get away with in Warframe that you can't get away with in other games. Anyo's gonna blow the ship. We already know this. Just take me to the coin carrier. I need to get to the coin carrier so I can spend 25 minutes killing him. Oh, come on. Okay, when you can flip yourself around are you for real? You can flip yourself around too much. You can also get knocked down by enemies like that. At this point, I'm just gonna double jump up here because I think that's actually faster and better. Do we have low gravity right now? Is that... I think that's part of the problem. Low gravity seems to be on. That's likely because of the breach from the ship getting ready to explode. Alright, we're through that. Straight on to the coin carrier guy. He should be right over here. I love how I, like, catch every ledge that I don't want to catch, but the one that I do want to catch there, I don't. Okay, game. Okay, I see how you are. There we go. So we're getting on through. I'm like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not looking forward to the coin carrier guy. Like, I feel like he's the biggest pain in this whole mission. Like, I don't even mind losing to Protea. Like, it's very clear that we needed more damage. So I can compensate for more damage, but with this guy, there's like literally nothing, right? Like, I've come at him with my main account before, and he's just as tanky. Like, I'm pretty sure that what they did was they just gave him a hard damage cap to how much he can take from each hit. Which is insane, because I guess that means you want to use grinder weapons, which is okay, because we have a grinder weapon equipped now. But, like, it's still just nuts that he has a cap on how much damage each hit can do. That just seems way too strong. Are we doing... Oh, wow, we're doing significant damage now with this magnetic, though. Look at that. We just ate through his shield like paper. Alright, I stand corrected. The Xoris is helping a lot with this. Wow. Okay, you guys saw that, right? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I feel like this is going to be the trick to success right here, guys. This is it right here. I could have activated Iron Skin there to get a whole bunch of Iron Skin, but it's kind of not a big deal. We're getting ready to head to the Void anyway. I'm honestly just going to bounce on all these guys. The one downside to not bringing Volt to this is that now we can't use Volt to just AoE clear all these enemies off right here. So we're going to have to actually kill some dudes. That's not a big deal. I will Iron Skin here just to make sure we don't take too much damage. You're done, Ghosty. You're done as well. Can I go now? Ah, no, I can't, because there's another enemy right here. Alright, we're going to tear that up real quick. Ghosty, please. So we can definitely rely on the power attack here, it seems. Yeah, look at that. 11k damage on the power attack. We just killed, like, 2 enemies with it, too. We're not going to be able to activate this because there's guys here. It's so annoying, because we cleared out everyone, and then, like, one guy came to ruin it all, you know? Hey, Shield Osprey, can you die? There we go. Love that. Love that. Wow, the fact that the Xoris bounces, it's actually just a really good weapon for us right now. Which is nice, because I honestly didn't think that highly of the ring weapons up until this moment. And now I just wish all these guys would die so we can go into the Void. If it's not one thing, it's another, y'all. If it's not one thing, it's another. There we go. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Into the Void we go. We didn't make it, guys. We didn't make it this time. Let's go. Let's do it, do it, do it. This is it, guys. Can you feel it? Can you feel the tension in the air? We are gonna go Rhino this Protea real hard with our new upgraded Xoris. And by that, I mean cross our fingers and hope we don't get wrecked. What's up, Protea? Hey, girl. Hi there. You look like you're meditating. Can I join you? Can I meditate with you? Oh, it wants us to equip the Xoris. I mean, we're equipped with it, but whatever. There. I was like, why is it not triggering the next part? My bad, I have to punch first, guys. Gotta punch to trigger that next part. Alright, come on, spirit losers. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Honestly, I really like this this Parnum guy. I think he's pretty great. He's one of the more interesting characters I've seen in the game. Okay, so we got 2 charges right there immediately. So you can already see why this is better. Oh yeah, look at that. And because it bounces across multiple enemies, it just clears the skies a little bit better too. Alright, so we're just gonna clear everyone out there, and then we're gonna pull them all over here. And do that. Beautiful. And then we can actually... Look at that, we picked up 3 spirits just like that. That's the way it's supposed to be, guys. That's the way it's supposed to be. So now we're gonna get them to come over here. And once they do, we'll set this guy free, which will kill a whole bunch of them, and then we'll absorb their spirits again. Come on, guys. Hit me. There we go. Hit me while my iron skin is coming up. Beautiful. Okay. Into the wall of spirits. And we're charged up at 3 already. Look at that, guys. That's what I'm talking about right there. Holy crap. Much excite. Much excite for how much smoother this is going right now. We haven't been down. We haven't struggled. Everything's been real good. I mean, honestly, right here, I don't think I'm even going to wait for these guys to catch up. I guess I can. Alright, they're down. How many did I get? Oh, did I only get 1 there? I only got 1 there, sadly. Okay, did we get more there? How much are we at? We're at 1. Yeah, they do absorb each other's souls. You can see them doing it. So you really want to, like, capture the souls as quickly as you can so that they don't get absorbed by other guys. There we go. We've got our 3 souls now. Time to keep moving. Here, what we're going to do, we're going to get in close and just go off on her with the Xoris. Look at that damage. Oh, man. Look at that damage, guys. That's what I'm talking about right there. Okay, come on. Let's see you do your ghost thing. All right, she's trying to do it. Nope. Nope, lady, you don't get to do the ghost thing. The ghost thing is off limits for you. That's no longer allowed. We do not support the ghost thing in this place. We are anti-ghost thing from now on, guys. Anti-ghost thing. Ghosts have one purpose in this galaxy, and that is to charge up our things so that we can beat down Protea. We are about to lose our iron skin, so we kind of want that to fall off so we can recast. Come here, Protea. I got something for you. It's called pain. Pain incarnate, lady. Pain incarnate. Let's go. Oh, she took me down. I was gonna stomp. I was gonna stomp right there just to finish it off. Oh no, I didn't mean to do the dash. Oh well. She did recharge her shields pretty quickly there, but it's not a big deal. We should still be charged up. We are. Which means that now she's gonna do her ghost thing. We're gonna say no. Oh, we already got 2 spirits back. I thought it was 3. I thought we got 3 there. But it was close, but no cigar, huh? Did we still not get a 3rd spirit? I thought we got 1. There we go. There we go. Whoa now, folks. Whoa now. Calm down. Iron skin back up. Where's Protea? Hey, Protea, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Come here, Protea. Where'd you go? Going down, lady, you're going down. Even when her shield comes back up, it's like not that big of a deal right now. The fact we can't iron skin here is a problem, though. I'm kind of rolling around a little bit. I'm looking for energy orbs here. There we go, iron skin up, beautiful. Let's go work down that last bit of her health, shall we? Alright, last bit of health's down. She's gonna do her thing. And we're gonna say no. Oh, we got 3 charges just like that, guys. Just like that. How awesome is that right there? Alright, this is it. This is it, y'all. What we've been waiting for. How did that not hit her? How did that not hit her? Oh, come on now. Well, that was garbage. You guys saw that, right? That was pure garbage. Because she jumped way up on top there, we didn't actually get that last hit. Iron skin up. Let's go, lady. She's using her traps right now to knock me down. That's what it is. Come on. Come on. Give it up. Give up the ghost, Protea. Give it up. Oh, we're close to dying. Oh, we're close to dying. Okay. Woof. Roll like a boss. We're gonna get away here, let our shields recharge. That's gonna give us a little bit of time. We do still need to break her shield down again now, but that's not a big deal. We got this time, guys. Ooh, wow, whatever that thing was, it was hitting for good damage. I haven't even used my guns yet. I mean, honestly, could just use my guns to wear her down. Here we go, here we go. Last chance, guys. There we go. That should do it. No more rezzing for you. No more, you're done. Oh, we did it. Okay. So the secret was level 30 Xoris, guys. The secret was level 30 Xoris. Haha. Wrecked. Riggedy, riggedy wrecked. Okay, let me get out of here, though, guys. Come on. Come on, let me free. Okay. Me too, man. Me too. Alright, here we go. We're getting out of here. And now we have the access to do those missions on Venus or wherever we'd like. And the rewards for those missions are the pieces that we need to build the Stropha, which we already have the blueprint for. Pieces to build other things as well, like it's not just that. That's one of the possible rewards. Okay, let's get out of here. So what we're going to do after this is we're going to do one of those Granum Void runs just to see what we can get out of them. And then after that, I think we might go take a look at doing Void runs through regular missions and being able to just, like, get rare mods in the Void nodes that are available to you right now. There we go, guys. I told you we would get her. I told you we would get her. Vengeance is ours. It really just came down to ranking up the Xoris, though, let's be honest. Like, the Xoris needs to be ranked up in order to do its job. That's what it comes down to. Right there. Alright, you have one unread mail thing. We have a Protea blueprint now. We could actually work on Protea parts if we wanted via the Granum Void as well. I'm not super sold on that, though. Okay, so in order to do the Granum Void stuff, what you need to do now is go to any Corpus planet. I'm going to use Venus because it's a lower ranked planet. And you need to look at the images behind. You need to make sure it's the new tile set. Those are the only ones where you can actually acquire the tokens, I believe. I know they're the only ones you can cash in the tokens on, but I think they're also the only ones you can acquire tokens on. So we're definitely going to want to look for a specific one in those types of tile sets here. So that's not it. I'm not sure if that's it. That's not it, I'm pretty sure. That is it. It is survival, which means that we're going to be in there for at least 5 minutes. The guy usually spawns after about 3 minutes, so we're going to do this one. And at 3 minutes, the guy should spawn. We should be able to go take him out, and in the process, get ourselves a key, or a coin rather, to go into the Granum Void. Once we get in the Granum Void, it's just a matter of killing those spirit dudes and absorbing 3 of them so that you can free a Solaris to give you 20 more seconds. It's basically a race against the clock, but the thing is, you're not racing the clock as much as you're racing the ability to replenish the clock. So you really want to focus on that side of it. Alright? Let's start this survival mission. Let's go. Here's our entrance to the Void. I guess I probably should have waited for enemies to show up before I hit Iron Skin here, but it'll be fine. Hi there, Franz. Oh, I wonder if he'll show up in this tile set even though we did a Dark Sector mission. I guess we'll find out. If at about 3 minutes the guy appears, then I guess we found out. If not, then we know we need to avoid Dark Sectors when we want to go after this, which is fine. I feel like he will, though. I feel like he'll show up here and it'll be fine. Like, at this point, I'm just Xoris killing everything because it's quite enjoyable. Oh, I probably should have switched weapons. My weapon is really, really geared towards Protea. Even the Xoris is really, really geared towards Protea. So I could respec this a little bit as far as mods go. I'd like to put more critical rating on it. Either more critical or more status. It might actually be better to have more status since you can bounce it off multiple enemies. And that way you could status affect multiple enemies at once. That seems really strong, but so does critting a whole bunch of enemies at once. So it's really just down to how you build it. The bigger problem right here is that we don't have any way to increase the crit rate on it. Actually, now that I think about it, it's totally a crit weapon, and here's why. Because one of the things that you can acquire... Oh, speaking of, I should do this. There, that should give me a Nightwave completion. Yes, it does. Anyways, one of the mods you can acquire once you get to a place called Lua is a mod called Blood Rush, and what Blood Rush does is it increases your crit chance on your melee weapon for your combo multiplier. Now what makes the Xoris extremely unique amongst weapons is if you look at the bottom right there, you can see that 6x 117 strikes. That never goes away with the Xoris. It never falls off. You have that forever. With every other melee weapon, that falls off. And as it falls off, you lose combo count, which means that Blood Rush does less and less for you. In this case, because the count never falls off, if we're able to put Blood Rush on the Xoris becomes an absolute crit monster because every time you swing, you will have that 7 times crit rating, 8 times crit rating. The other thing that makes it really, really crazy is that there's a mod that increases how quickly you build combo count, but it reduces the overall duration of your combos. Since the duration of your combo on the Xoris is infinite though, you can go up to minus 100% duration and never lose your stacks. Which is just nuts. It's just nuts, guys. Like, the reality is that's going to result in the Xoris being one of the strongest crit weapons with enough time to build up, but that's the thing, is it'll actually build up even faster than non-Xoris weapons because of the combo count being infinite and you being able to put those mods on that increase combo count gains but reduce duration. So the bottom line is, Xoris is going to be real strong one day for you. And I'm not opposed to it. Like, I haven't had a ring weapon yet that I've really enjoyed and thought was great. But after looking at the stats of the Xoris and understanding exactly how it works, I'm really excited to be able to use this in the future. Mainly that infinite combo duration is the biggest thing. Like, that's just huge. That is unendingly huge for what you can do with this. And the other thing that you should notice here is that when we throw the weapon, that's a heavy attack, but you'll notice our combo count doesn't go away. Which is really strong, because it basically means that you can throw it and get the bonus from the crit chance from Blood Rush with the throw and not lose your counter, which is nuts. I'm not sure what actually causes it to lose the counter. Oh, it's that. Okay, so if you throw it and you Okay, so you guys saw that, right? I like the Xoris a lot. The fact that you can use the second heavy attack to detonate it like that is very strong. Also, I'm not seeing the guy here at all. I'm gonna ask somebody in chat. Does the coin guy not show up in dark sectors? Okay, let's see. I bet you that's what it is. I bet you he doesn't show up in dark sectors. Either way though, like, now it doesn't really matter. Like, this is really good. Oh my god, did you guys see that explosion right there? Wow, 23k magnetic. Yeah, the Xoris is a house, y'all. The Xoris is a house, and I am in love with it right now. Which is actually really funny, because when I got it on my main account, I just considered it a throwaway weapon for this one like, activity, and was like, eh, whatever, I don't need this. But it is so strong. We're definitely not seeing the coin guy, though. He would have been here by now, so we're gonna head on out of this mission. What I'd like to do is find a capture mission on this tile set. I think that's the ideal scenario, because then you can just get your capture target and then look for the coin carrier guy after that. But it does appear that he's not going to spawn here in this dark sector mission, which is unfortunate. I had assumed we might be able to do that, and that would have been a nice way to overlap running like a survival mission with actually having to wait for him to spawn in. But that seems to not be the case. So what I'll be looking for is for non-dark sector survival / defense missions to see if he'll pop in there, because he could do it on a defense mission, and that would make it very easy because you could leave after the round when you found him, or we'll just look for some captures or something like that. I saw the tile set in an interception, and I was like, I don't want to do an interception. That's not really a fun activity to do when you're just trying to get some guy to spawn so you can kill him for points. And nobody did respond in chat when I asked, so I guess maybe nobody else knows either. It is still a fairly new mechanic. I bet you I could just check the wiki. In fact, if you ever have questions, guys, just consult the wiki. The wiki has tons and tons of information. If you ever have trouble finding something on the wiki and you just need a little bit of guidance, feel free to comment on one of the videos and let me know, and I will respond to you as soon as I can to let you know what you should be looking for. I mean, why not? I do love the fire rate on this gun, I really do. I wish it had more damage. I think that there is a variant of it that is a special variant called the Wraith Gorgon or something that might actually be better. I do just like the way that it fires, though. I actually use the Kuva Comb on my main account because it fires similarly. Wow, you can just hear their, like, fire effect going off in the background. Okay, beautiful. So we're out. We got some field run samples. We got a little bit of credits there, which isn't terrible. Unfortunately, we did not get what we came for, which is the Granum Void coin. So let's go ahead and look for another mission that could potentially give us that. So there's that interception, but I really don't want to run that. I really don't. No. I don't want to do the junction. I just want to go look at Mercury. This is not a Corpus planet at all. This is like infested in Grenier, so we're not going to find it here. Okay. Just figured I'd check. So if we go back to Venus, we have a Syndicate Sabotage, we have a Mobile Defense. Oh, that does perhaps look like it is the right tile set. It's hard to tell, though. Like, I'm not sure if there's any indicator of the correct tile set being the correct tile set. Like, it has the Corpus symbol there now, but a lot of these tile sets are clearly the old tile sets. And those ones won't work. It's only the Corpus ship tile sets that will work. So there is a survival right here that is non-Dark Sector. I guess we could try that. Let's give that a try real quick. Let's see if we get it through here. If we are able to get the coin through here, then I think this will become probably one of our farming methods, is just to go to this one. Although this does require you to stay longer than a capture mission would technically require you to stay, because it is the 5 minutes to get out of the mission successfully. That being said, they're already 2 minutes in, so I guess we're going to stay about as long as we'd expected. The last time I tried the Granum Void, guys, I completely ruined everything for our team because I took Mesa in and I just murdered everything, including the spirits that you need to catch so that you can extend the time, like over and over again, and we got half of the kills and ran out of time, which is why I say that when you're in there, like, it's really more about getting the spirits and doubling the, or increasing the time than it is about getting the kills. If you can increase the time forever, then you'll always get the kills. That's really what it comes down to. So you want to be taking advantage of capturing those spirits more than just killing enemies. Because if you kill all the spirits, then there's just no way for you to successfully extend that time. Wow, this is not a good survival mission right now. I totally just whiffed that shot too. That was absolutely amazing, guys. Did you see me throw that at the ceiling? Hello, that is an Iatan star. Why, yes, I'll take that. Thank you. Okay, let's get our ring back out. Really just want to find grouped up enemies and explode them with the ring. That works too, though. Oh, I love this ring so much right now, guys. It's really funny, too, because Corpus are actually one of the enemies I tend to struggle with the most, because they're the only ones you really have to type against shields for. And now I have a good melee weapon that just shreds their shields like it's garbage. So I could basically just focus my melee on dealing with Corpus and my primary and secondary on dealing with the Grenier, and then be lazy about never swapping them. Because that's what you do. Hi, friend. Bye, friend. Oh, that was nice. We even got some survival stuff from there. Doesn't look like the coin carrier is spawning, though. Worth noting that I have not been in here for 3 minutes myself, which may or may not have an effect on whether or not the coin carrier spawns. But it's looking like he's probably not going to spawn, and that's unfortunate. Do you guys know if the treasurer spawns in endless missions? I bet you that's what it is. I bet you he doesn't spawn in endless missions at all. Or if he does, he probably spawns later. Because in general, DE seems to consider like 2 rounds in an endless mission equivalent to one run of a non-endless mission. You're not really intended, I don't think, to do just 1 round. So I wonder if he just comes closer to the 10-minute mark. I don't know if we want to stay and test that out, though. I mean, we're already almost at 5 minutes. So if nobody responds, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll just stick around and see what happens. Going to the 10-minute mark wouldn't be terrible. We're good on time right now for the episode. So yeah, consider this a little science experiment, dear watchers at home. We are gonna go for as long as we need to go to test this out. Looks like they are all over here, so I'm gonna group up with them. Oh, let's have fun. Watch this, guys. Stomp! Now they can't move. Oh, they're dead. They're dead. I was hoping they wouldn't be able to move and I could just work them over like that, but no, they just died. Wasn't exactly what I was going for. It was successful, but it wasn't exactly what I was going for. Wow, this thing is really good, though. This thing is really, really good. Although, being honest, these are weak enemies. Still, just the way that it wipes out a group of enemies at once is really efficient. And if you play Warframe, you know that at the end of the day, it all comes down to efficiency. Being able to efficiently complete missions is the biggest thing you have going for you if you're just trying to build up. So yeah, I'm gonna focus on how cool and efficient this is. Hello, coin guy! Okay, he did spawn. He did spawn. Oh, wow. He spawned and he went down like a sack of rocks. What happened? Okay. Well, that was easy. Anyone want to void? Alright, let's see if we can get people to grant them void with us. No, they already left. They already left. Sorry, guys. I need to do a thing. Alright. So, let's head on in here. And go ahead and go to our exit. Oh, that's cool. No worries, man. No worries. You're all good. No worries. Be happy. It's so funny, like, I don't know about you guys, but if you ever watch a stream and you wonder why they typo, like, it's because of the mic setup, man. I've got this arm that all these other, like, big streamers use, and I'm getting used to it, but it blocks my keyboard, and it makes it really difficult for me to type while I'm playing. So yeah, that's why I'm typoing a lot right now, which is all good. Let's go ahead and leave the group. And we'll just go for it. We'll just go for the void ourselves, see how it goes. I think it scales, too, so I don't think it's a really big issue. Sure. Whoa, wait, I think we need to actually be able to complete the mission when we're done with the void as well. So I don't want to do anything that we're not going to be able to complete. We could do a Jackal run. Actually, I like that. Let's do that. Let's do a Jackal run with a void inside the Jackal run. Because that's actually really, really efficient. Once again, you're doubling up. You're getting your Jackal run in. You're also at the same time getting your void run in. So let me just be ready to tell everyone on the squad. Hey, you guys. Wait. Is that the wrong channel? Oh, hold on, guys. Issues. Anyone wanna do a void run? There. Let's just ask. Let's just ask and see what people say. If they say no, they say no. I'm gonna actually just open the... I'm gonna open the void. I'm gonna open the void and see if they show up. Okay, here we go. We're in the void. Let's do it. Hey, come back here, you guys. Alright, that's one. That's two. We have 3 charges of void energy now. Let's go find somebody to set free. And we'll get the enemies to group up around us here too if we can. And we'll use that same trick we used when we fought Protea. There we go. Alright, and we're charged to 3 already. Wow. That's remarkable, guys. That is remarkable right there. Okay, this is how we do this. This is how we do this. We just have to get all these scrubs to follow me. Come on, scrubs. Come get me. I'm right over here. I'm right here. Right by this Solaris guy. Come on. There we go. And we're charged up again. Look at that. Look at that, guys. This is how we do it. Is there a limit to how many Solaris guys are in here, though? That's another big question, right? I guess we'll find out here. That's not all of them, is it? Do we only get 3? Oh, come on. Would you just hold still for a minute? Just hold still. Of course, somebody got in the way of me absorbing that. Okay. Here we go. Are there any more Solaris left for us to save? It doesn't look like it, does it? Oh wait, there's more time in those. No, there's another one. Get it! Oh, come on! Oh, I got it right at the end. Okay, so we got 39 kills and we went in solo. Alright, thanks for helping out, everybody. Appreciate that. My awesome teammates here, helping out so much. So the good news there, though, is that we do understand kind of how that works now. We can get a maximum amount of time out of freeing those Solaris guys, but we do also still need to kill enemies. It does look like perhaps we are not able to basically take advantage of that as much as I thought, because there's only 3 of those guys. You can still pick up the other time saves and stuff, and I still think that there's value to just popping your AoE disc thing. We'll try it one more time, and I think we'll get something out of it with that. Yeah, we can skip this cinematic. We get it. It's the Jackal. Okay, phase 2. We gotta run away from the laser walls and pay attention for him to change direction. Yup. Spider Bite is down. Can't res him, but he resed himself, so that's something. Okay, somebody already hit him in the face. Works for me. I'm gonna go see... Oh, no, I can't snag that because it's outside the arena. That's fine. Phase 2. Alright. Pull us on through. Spider Ninja, go. I like his Spider-Man outfit, though. I really do. I think his Spider-Man outfit is pretty cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna poke away at this dude's legs. Probably do more damage with my Xoris, to be honest. Okay, here we go. It's the spinny phase. We need to make sure that we're close here, but we also pay attention so that if he swaps direction, we don't get wrecked. I like that it does, like, dephase when he swaps direction, though, so as long as you're paying attention, you can do the dance pretty easily. Alright. Get him. Boom! What's up, homie? Oh yeah, this fight is not as hard as I thought it was. It's mainly just difficult to avoid getting knocked back, I think. As long as you avoid those knockbacks where you get hit outside that wall, it's really not a big problem. Dodging this thing is actually not hard at all. Except when he changes direction. If you're not paying attention, then you might get wrecked. Spider Bite is down. He does change direction twice on this phase. Very nice. Okay. Oh, we can just hit him now. We can just hit him now, right? Right? Oh, somebody else is hitting him, I think. Yep. Somebody else hit him. Alright. I thought this was where he would, like, blast away, but I guess not. So just keep jumping so you don't get knocked down by that thing. And then grind a leg. There we go. Come on, do your spinny walls. If he changes direction without blue phasing here, that'll be really cool, honestly. No, he still blue phases. Like, that's something they should do for Nightmare mode. He should just change direction without blue phasing first. That would actually make this fight a lot more challenging. Oh, I can just hit him now. Oh, somebody else got it. He's done. He's done. Let's go get Spider Bite. Here you go, bud. Oh, I was gonna res you. Alright, well, if you were insisting upon dying... Did he actually drop something that I didn't grab? No. Okay, just making sure. Just making sure. And away we go to the exit. We probably would have succeeded at the Granum Void right there if we had a couple more people. I know that it scales, but I'm not sure exactly how the scaling works. And I can't check there. I mean, I could have looked when I put my Granum coin in, but I didn't because I'm a spaz. Was that person just gone the entire mission, just hanging out at the door? I don't want to say that they were without knowing for sure, but kind of feels that way. We got void traces out of that for some reason. Void traces and a Rhino chassis blueprint. Alright. Void traces are an interesting pull from that, to be honest. Didn't realize that was possible, but I'll take it. Oh, I bet you it's from doing the Granum Void. I wonder if the Granum Void gives you void traces. That's actually really cool if that's the case. Okay.
Messages in your inbox, operator.
So we know if we go...
Not as encrypted as they should be.
It feels like when we do the survival one, the guy shows up a little bit later, but I guess he showed up around the 5-minute mark. So it is entirely possible that he shows up, you know, when you would expect, and I'm just thinking too hard about it. That's actually probably very likely. So there's an interception mission here that we could do. I would feel fine doing the interception mission with Volt. Here on Fossa, we're not going to want to do unless we already have the coin. Ishtar here is sabotage. Man, our options on Venus are not great for this particular tile set. I'm pretty sure this is it. This is a rescue for Syndicate or a survival regular. I'm gonna go ahead and just do the survival regular, I guess. Although that does, like I said, that does lock us in for 5 minutes, which is kind of inconvenient. Although it took him about 5 minutes to show up. It's fine. We'll just do the survival. We'll do the survival. He'll show up around the time we're leaving. It did look like he didn't show up in the Dark Sector mission because we were there for about the same amount of time. And I don't know if he 100% spawns. I really don't. So I can't say that, you know, for sure he doesn't show in Dark Sector missions right now. Why is somebody saying, Interesting. Okay, so let's just pop around here. We're gonna look through this zone and just see if we can find us a statue here. Oh, we can look at it here. Okay. So rank 1 is 25 kills, rank 2 is 50 kills, rank 3 is 75 kills, and it's 25 kills per player that enters the Granum Void. Okay. So that's not so bad. We got to about 36 and we were just focused on getting those guys freed. If we actually like AoE and use it to pick up the time things on the ground and we're not so focused primarily on freeing the Solaris, like we work our way in a route around to the Solaris, I think we'll actually do better. And I'm also not sure what the drop rate of items is out of the Granum Void. It might actually be more efficient to go into like higher level voids to get Stropha parts. I don't know yet. I haven't really messed with that. My main thing was to see if we could actually complete the Deadlock protocol on this noob account, and we could, and to be fair, the Xoris is actually a pretty amazing weapon for all of your future progress. So I highly recommend doing this if you can. Dude, if I had a coin, I wouldn't give it to you right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So I think one of the things they're counting on is that eventually people are going to build up surpluses of this coin just by playing the maps, right? Like, who's not going to kill the treasurer when they're on this tile? Like, everybody's going to do it. Everybody's going to do it because he has a big red thing over his head and people are going to zone out and be like, my objective is to kill that guy, even though it's not. And they will get all these coins built up. And at that point, I think it's pretty nice that you can trade it in for more Solaris rep, or instead to just go ahead and do the Granum Void. Personally, I'd much rather do the Granum Void. At least at this point, but that's mainly because I'm trying to get the Stropha and stuff. As far as it being good for building Solaris rep, I don't know how efficient it's going to be compared to what people currently do for Solaris rep, which is usually a mixture between bounties and hunting. Hunting is actually very efficient if you have the right frame for it. Like in Avara, you can get basically all your daily rep in like 30 minutes probably. And that's pretty solid for Solaris U. Even then, like, even if you're doing it at the max level and you're just farming rep to be able to buy things, you can still get it really, really quickly just using Avara and doing hunting. I don't think that there's any method I've found that's more efficient than that. But that being said, this is still another way to do it. It's something you can do to cash out your coins if you don't need to farm the Granum Void. Okay, life support is coming. What time are we at right now on this mission? 4 minutes and 7 seconds, so the guy should be spawning within the next minute or so. And what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna actually look at something real quick while that's happening. Don't mind me, guys. Random. I want to look at the drop table for the Granum Void real quick while we're waiting for this to see what happens. Okay, so rank 1, which is the normal one. Oh, here he is. Here he is. We got to get this dude before he gets away. Nope. Wow, we just shred him with this. Like, holy shredding power, Batman. He is done. Oh my gosh, do you see that? Volt is bugged. Hey, Volt, I'm gonna surf on you. Hold still. Oh, he's back up. He's back up. How sad. How very, very sad. Okay, so... let's see. For the normal version, the regular coin, if we get all the way to rank 3, which is the 75 kills, we have the chance at the Stropha Barrel and the Stropha Blade. Now, I'm reasonably sure the Stropha has 4 different components, so I don't think that's enough. If I'm being honest, I think that's going to leave us a bit shy of building the entire Stropha. So now I'm curious about what the other pieces are located behind, because if they're located behind much higher level missions, then it's not a realistic thing for new players to even go after the Stropha. Either way, though, the Xoris is a great takeaway. Like, it really is just a good pickup. Okay, so if we look at Extended, that's the second one. That's how you get the Stropha Receiver, and Nightmare is how you get the Stropha Stock. Yeah, so basically, you're not going to be able to farm up the Stropha as early as I had hoped. It's going to take a lot of work to do that, because you can't do just the basic one. Now, if you do the basic one, what you are able to obtain in there is the Velox Barrel, the Protea Neuroptics Blueprint. Yeah, so it's really not great. I mean, the reality is you're going to have access to the highest level Corpus planets to be able to really get value out of this. So I guess that this is potentially where our new player Deadlock Protocol grind ends, and we focus back in on doing missions and things that will open up new planets to us, because that's what we're going to need. However, the upside here is we did come out with the with the Xoris. The Xoris is actually really, really nice if you decide to run an Ash or an Atlas. I'm not sure what other frames rely on their melee weapon to work as like a pseudo-exalted weapon. I know that Gara does, but with Gara, it doesn't have anything to do with combo count, from my understanding. Like, it really just scales based off of the actual attack power of the weapon. Whereas with Atlas, he has these punches that he does on his one, and they actually track your combo counter and utilize mods that are on your melee weapon. So if you were to bring the Xoris with him and put Blood Rush on it, then his combo counter would stay permanently, and he would hit like a truck with his fists. Which is what you want with Atlas. That's just how you play punchy Atlas. I'm not sure what other... I think Valkyr actually has an exalted weapon. Ash doesn't. Ash has a pseudo-exalted weapon, so he has an ability that I think benefits pretty well from that as well. Yeah, it's actually really kind of disappointing that you have to do Nightmare rank Granum Void in order to finish the Stropha. Yeah, that's actually pretty sad. You can get a cool decoration for your ship, though. You can get a Granum Crown decoration for your ship and the Corpus Ship Bridge scene from doing just the rank 1. I really don't know why they did that. Like, it's weird. Why only put some of the parts in there? Like, in each one. I mean, I guess it makes it a separate activity that people aren't just going to grind. But I mean, the people at the top are going to grind and get their weapons anyway, and the people that are new and at the bottom are just not going to be able to complete anything they get out of it. So the activity itself becomes almost a red herring, in my opinion. I don't know that I'm a super big fan of that. I'm not going to play that for you guys. You guys can see that later. That's story stuff. But yeah, so I'm not a huge fan of that particular design decision. However, nope, can't really come up with a good reason why that decision was made. The next Corpus planet would be Jupiter, which I believe would give, let's see, Exemplar Granum Crowns are level range 16 to 30. Zenith Granum Crowns are 30 plus. So Jupiter can give Exemplar, and then Neptune and Pluto give Zenith Granum Crowns, which are the big ones. So you need to at least be at Neptune if you want to finish Stropha, basically. That being said, we're not super far out from Neptune, so we are basically out of time here, but real quick, because I can do this pretty quickly because we have a capture there, I'm going to show you guys a little bit about how you can farm Void stuff. This is actually super, super efficient if you're a new player. It's also just a good way to get familiar with the Void tile set if that's something you're interested in doing. This is fine, this is fine, let's go. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to dive into a capture mission in the Void in Hepit. Hepit is going to be one of the best Void nodes for you as a new player. You won't have access to the other side of the Void yet until you complete either Europa, Sedna, or Neptune. But this is a little backdoor that we get from Phobos, and it does give us access to the Void containers. And Void containers are special containers that can contain mods in them and stuff. Quite often you can find useful mods in them. Sometimes you can get things like a Split Chamber or a Hell's Chamber from in here. It really just depends. Now, one thing to note right away, these containers in this room, they're not worth anything. For the most part, these types of side rooms and stuff, they look like they've got good loot in them. They don't. They're a waste of time. You don't really want to waste any time screwing around in there. You just want to kind of move forward and keep going and see what you can find that is actually worth going after. In this case, it's nothing in this room. There really aren't any great treasure trove type areas in this room. So we're going to keep going and look for some more. Already looked there. Sorry, guys. Just confirming, because, like, I get turned around in the Void a lot, even playing it as much as I do. Okay, so anytime you see things on the ground like this, they're usually switches, and they usually power something troublesome, so you don't want to mess with that. If you jump up here, there are usually some containers up here, and those containers can have rare mods in them, like this one. So you may want to scoot around and look for those. Not seeing really any other ones here. There's one more, it looks like, down this way. Just hop across the wall. I can't stress enough to be mindful of the switches on the ground. They do regulate things like this trap right here and create opportunities for traps to be able to nab you. Thief's Wit can be extremely helpful here because you're mainly looking for mods and things that are not on the beaten path. Anything that you have to, like, look around for and find that is a Void container is usually one of the ones that can contain, like, really good rare stuff. So I'm jumping up here just to make sure that none spawned up here, because on occasion mods will spawn up on these top areas, in which case you can, or not mods, but containers, in which case you can bust those containers. At least I think I've gotten some out of there. The Void tile set is very, very confusing. But you do get to a point where, like, you recognize specific things about it, and you're like, okay, so that's a treasure area. One of those good symbols is these little doors right here that lead off on the side. Sometimes those will lead you to nice areas like this. Okay, so this is a trap room. Can't see the traps until you get hit by one of them. There they are. There is a trick to find some really nice containers in this one, though. If you get up on this ledge, and you're not guaranteed anything, mind you, but these ones that are hidden in the vent right here, they have a chance to give you some good stuff. So you can break those, see what you get out of them. We got a Vaporize there for the Death Cube. It's not great, but it's a mod. Okay, that one didn't drop any mods, sadly. And I'm not sure which door we actually came in, but I can kind of tell by looking at our map that it wasn't this one. This one actually doesn't go anywhere, though, so that's fine. This one does. Obviously, you want to try to avoid those lasers to reduce damage you're taking while you explore, and this is an actual treasure room. This will look a lot like your weekly Maru's Bazaar treasure rooms. Okay. Letting everybody know that there is a treasure room right here. And then hit that switch. And this door should open, and we'll see which treasure room we got. Oh, it's this one. Okay. So this one, we just want to fall through here. You don't want to slow fall too much, because if you slow fall too much, it'll actually cause you to go too slowly to complete this. And then here, we just want to fall down. There's nothing to be had from going up top there, in my experience. We just want to fall down, slide here, hit the switch, boom, we made it. And now we have all these containers. So we got a piercing hit mod there. There's some containers over here we can grab as well. Steel fiber there, if you didn't have a steel fiber, that would have been a real nice pickup. And a serration as well, so if you didn't have a serration, another real nice core mod pickup. And you guys will see, like, when we get out of here, the mod pickups are pretty good from finding these treasure rooms. I'm actually curious now what's inside that orb. Did you guys notice that there was something in that orb when we shot out? I feel like maybe if you make it to that orb, there's 3 more treasures in there or something. I don't know if there's a way to test it. I wonder if I can climb back up this. Let's see. Let's see if we can climb back up this and get launched again. Okay. It doesn't trigger that orb thing, though. I have a feeling if you can get straight across to that orb thing, it's like a shortcut to the end with some extra treasure. So definitely aim for that if you get this one. Definitely aim for that and see how it plays out. Do be careful when you're moving up here. If you hit that thing, it's a switch. It'll actually reset this door and lock it, and you'll have to go back up through the other side. I generally find it's not worth doing that. And then here we have to go out through a side door again. This is going to be one that takes us under some lasers. Just like that. Alright. Good to go. We are out of here. Once again, though, do make sure that you kind of explore around and don't miss anything, because you're not going to be able to come back and do this if you leave the mission. It will spawn potentially a new one, though. So those treasure rooms right there, those are really the big payoffs. But in the meantime, there are other smaller, like, hidden areas, like the ones I showed you in the vents that you can get into. I hit a switch, so those things are shooting at me. That's no fun. Yeah, hitting these switches tends to turn on turrets that are on the underside of these platforms, and they hit really hard. So you don't really want to rock with those if you don't have to. Open up my map here and take a look. Your map is a great indicator of where stuff may be. If you look around and you see, like, okay, so we don't have much on the right side of this. There could be more stuff over here. I'm going to head this way. Somebody has found some endo, it looks like. Nothing through here. Better to check than not check, though. Got a quick return there. That's all right. Some endo there. That looks like a big container. I'm not sure why that's such a big container. Up here, you can find containers. I'm not sure if these ones that are up on these ledges actually have the potential to have, like, good mods in them, but they are sort of a more tucked away area. And in general, if something is more tucked away, that's where you're going to find the better rewards in the Void tile set. So definitely take a look around, see what you can find in those sort of tucked away spots. I'm going to head towards the exit now because they are waiting for me. If you're just looking to explore the Void, oh, these ones over on the side are really good for that too. These are hidden behind a wall. When you walk in, you have to actually hit a switch to reveal them. And if you're ever just looking to grind these missions and really get a feel for where the rare containers are and things like that, just set yourself to solo and go in with, like, Rhino so you have a tanky frame. And just explore, just have fun, figure out, like, where the cool stuff is. Like, I bet you there's some stuff up here. Like this. So this room could potentially have rare mods in it, I feel like, just because it's out of the way. Generally, that's what you're looking for, is stuff that you won't notice if you just run through the level. That's where they tend to put the containers that actually have goodies in them. So these ones that are just out here in the main area, you're usually not going to find anything great off of those. Hey, look at that. What is this? Is that underground, or is it back here? Oh, it's right here. There are Cephalon Fragments as well that you might want to pick up. So we'll scan that down real quick. And then we'll just keep going through here. I don't think there's any hidden in this room in particular, but it really just comes down to that, right? Like, you play these tile sets enough, you start to recognize the rooms, and you're like, oh, this room has a thing hidden right here. And that's really what it comes down to, is figuring out where the hidden things are. Oh, hello, enemies. There's a lot of you. I'm gonna go ahead and do my AoE and just murder all of you at once. I don't think anything spawns in these ones. I'm gonna hit the containers just in case. But basically what this comes down to is if you do it enough, you'll get efficient enough with your pathing and you'll understand the tile set well enough that it doesn't take very long to check all this stuff out. I'm not sure that the lockers ever actually spawn anything useful, but... Oh wow, did somebody find another... Wait, somebody found another Orican room. Are you for real? 2 in 1? Okay. I gotta go there now. Was that the one I did, or is it a different one? I didn't even think that was possible. Okay, let's go to waypoint 2, because I want to see. If it is possible that you get 2 of these, that's really cool. Waypoint 2 is right here. Oh, it is! It is! It's a second room. Okay. That's awesome. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so there was 2 of these treasure rooms in this run, and all of these things can contain good loot. There we got a Molten Impact for melee. That would have given us heat damage. We just picked up a Redirection. Wow. Pistol Gambit. That'll give us crit on our pistol weapons. Crowd Dispersion, which is apparently brand new for us. Steel Fiber, in case you needed one of those. Ghost, which is for your companions. Very nice. Very nice overall. And I mean, when we get out of here, you guys can kind of see what the overall haul looks like. But it should be a pretty good haul. Can't believe I missed that second treasure room, though. That makes me feel bad. That being said, the fact that you can get 2 treasure rooms in one map is a good reason to consider doing this if you're just missing some basic mods. Like, a lot of the mods that we got are very, very basic ones, but they're also ones that are nice to have. Things like electricity damage for your primary weapon are never going to be bad mods to have for those instances when you need to make yourself some magnetic or whatever. That's an interesting design. Okay. Just wanted to double check there and make sure everything was copacetic. Seems good. Let's get out of here. Wow, that's crazy, man. 2 in 1 run is actually really nice. And if we hit P, we can bring up our menu and see what we got. So we got Heated Charge, which is going to give us heat damage on the pistol. We got Hornet Strike, which is damage on secondary weapons. It says pistol, but it's basically all secondaries. We got Molten Impact there, which is melee heat, I think. Yeah. No Return, which is puncture. Serration, which is a base mod for rifles. Ghost, Metal Fiber, Piercing Hit, Quick Return. Just, I mean, look at that list, though. We just got so many different mods. Are we just waiting now? Okay, we're out in 20 seconds. And that'll be it for this episode when we get out of here, guys. But as you can see, you can get a lot just by doing void runs, and I definitely recommend, as a new player, doing a couple of these just to at least get a feel for how the runs in here flow. Because if you can do this, and you can do it fast, you can go ahead and gather all sorts of great resources here. You can get all sorts of great mods. I mean, look at our overall takeaway from there. We got Rubido, Oxium, Ferrite, Endo, Iatin Stars, Lith Relic, some credits, and like 20 mods in one quick, 10-minute run. So definitely check out the Void if you've got access to it now and try to have some fun with it. Definitely complete your Deadlock protocol, at least to the point of getting your Xoris. You honestly don't have to go past that. Until you have access to Neptune, there's not a whole lot of reason for you to go past that. So that is going to be it for this one, folks. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure to go ahead and give us a like or subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time. Bye!